Hey my people, welcome back to Roma's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make some SeaMoss or some Irish moss punch, Roma's Kitchen style with Bailey's rum cream. So if you want to see how this gets made, stick around right after this intro.
Can't cook. Think you there, you pay your pretty look. You want to live a restaurant and come done man bank book. Cook, recipe book.
So here I have the SeaMoss, guys. I bought the SeaMoss here in China in the supermarket. It's very easy to get here and it's very cheap. It's used here in gravies, to thicken gravies here. They say that this has been pre-washed, but of course I'm going to re-wash this. So I washed this 3 times and then I place this in the fridge in some water overnight. Now this is it. It's nice and clean. I love how this looks and I also love how this feels. You want to wash this before you soak it in the fridge overnight as many times as possible until your water is nice and clean. You want to get rid of all those impurities that might come with this because it's coming from the sea. So I have about 6 cups of water boiling here, and to this I'm going to be adding 2 cinnamon sticks because I like a nice cinnamony flavor in my SeaMoss. I'm actually not going to add anything else because I also want this SeaMoss to make smoothies afterwards, and I don't want my smoothies to have other flavors in it. So only the cinnamon sticks, and I'm going to allow this to actually come to a boil. So now all I'm smelling is some cinnamon goodness, and it's now time for me to add my SeaMoss. So I have 200 grams of SeaMoss here. That's how much I'm using, and you want to ensure that the SeaMoss is on the same level with the water after you've added it all in, because you do not want this to be too runny. You want it to be the right consistency. So 6 cups of water to the 200 grams of SeaMoss, and you'll see what I mean once I put this all in. And I just kind of push everything down. All the SeaMoss is practically on the same level with the water, and that's perfect. My stove is still over medium heat, so I'm just going to allow this to boil only for 5 minutes. So that's the rest of my SeaMoss, pushing everything down once more. That's perfect. I'm just going to keep on doing this, guys, for like 5 minutes because you do not want to boil your SeaMoss right now and allow everything to get to melt in the water. You don't want that. You just want this to get the nice cinnamon flavor and for this to get soft. So guys, this is perfect. As you can see, everything here is just looking nice and soft, but you can still see some pieces of the SeaMoss, and this is smelling so good. I'm going to cover this, turn the stove off, and leave this to cool all the way down. Now about that time, this is nice and cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare to blend this up. Just add a little to your blender at a time, blend it up, and then you should get something looking just as good as this. So now let's move on to making the punch. So you'll need a blender, of course. So this is my little blender here, which I'm going to use to make my punch. The time is cold, so my SeaMoss gel is nice and thick, just the way I like it. I like it nice and firm, thick. This is it. Now I'm going to add a half cup to my blender. You do not want to add too much SeaMoss. The more SeaMoss you add, the thicker your punch will be. So a half cup of the SeaMoss for me is perfect. I'll put the rest in the fridge. Next, I'm going to go in with 1 cup of nut milk, and the nut milk I'm using is walnut milk. You can use almond milk, or you can simply use some evaporated milk, you know, whatever milk you have. But I really like the taste that the nut milk gives it, so I'm using 1 cup for now of the walnut milk. So next, I'm going to be adding another cup of Bailey's rum cream. So 1 cup of Bailey's rum cream for now. And the more rum cream, if you do not really like liquor, you won't want to add too much rum cream, but trust me, the rum cream gives it such a nice taste. Next, I'm going to go in with, we're making a nice strong back punch, you know, guys. So I'm going in next with a 1/3 cup of oats. And then I'm going to go in with some raw peanut. I'm only going to be adding to this just 12 grains, literally 12 grains of the raw nuts, because raw peanuts, if you add too much raw peanuts to your punch, trust me, the peanut will overpower everything else and you'll just have your punch tasting all like raw peanuts, and that's not what we're going for. So 12 grains of raw peanut, perfect for this recipe. Next, I'm going to go in with 1 teaspoon of flaxseed, only 1 teaspoon. And you know, when you mix flaxseed with water, once it's cooling down, this will get thick, and flax seeds filled with so many benefits. Next, I'm going to be adding to this just a pinch of salt. Then I'm going to go in with 1.5 tablespoons of granulated sugar. You can add brown sugar as well if that's what you have. After this, I'm going to go in with 2 tablespoons of condensed milk. And you can switch condensed milk for honey. Next, I'm going to go in with 1 teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg. I prefer fresh nutmeg. Next, I'm going to go in with half of a vanilla bean. I'm just going to scrape this all out. And if you do not have vanilla bean, look, I'm getting a lot from it. If you don't have vanilla bean, it's stronger. Use vanilla extract. You can add about 2 teaspoons. So here I'm just going to cover it, and I'm going to blend everything up. Now I'm going to check to see what the consistency is like, if I like it this way. Now for me, this is too thick, way too thick for me. So the more liquid you add to this, the more liquid you add to this, the runnier it will be. And I'm looking for kind of a runny consistency, because the moment this cools, it will get super thick. So what I'm going to be adding to this now is some more rum cream and some more nut milk. And if you do not like a lot of rum cream in yours, you can just use straight nut milk. So I'm using a 1/2 cup of nut milk, 1/2 cup of rum cream, but you can go ahead and add 1 cup of milk if you do not want to add any more rum cream. Next, I'm going to add to this 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Even though you know the gel has that nice cinnamon flavor, give it some extra cinnamon powder. Cover and blend once more. Checking the consistency now to see if I like how runny this is. And this is perfect. Actually, not too runny, not too thick, just the way I like it. So remember guys, if you need this runnier than this, you can add more rum cream or you can add more milk. If you want this thicker, you might add a little more oats, or you can add some more SeaMoss gel. I'm going to give this a taste. Yummy, 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 yummy plus tax, guys. Perfect, lovely. So here I'm going to prepare my cups with my ice. Look at this, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the moment these ice cubes melt in this, it will get even runnier. I like mine kind of runny, kind of thick, you know, guys. Perfect. Lovely, guys. Lovely, lovely strong back juice, I'm telling you. Here you have it, guys. Irish moss, SeaMoss, strong back, whatever you call it. The ingredients are filled with several health benefits. This is so yummy. So if you like the video, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn your post notifications on. Until next video.